Hi everybody, Dennis here. Wanted to make you aware of a new feature in Google Calendar called Appointment Schedules. It's very well put together, and I think a lot of us use that, especially the resource teachers, guides, counselors, principals will use this for your students to create schedules or appointments for maybe year-end meetings or what courses they want to select for next year, those types of things. This would be a perfect fit for that. So I want to take you through the procedure on how to do this just to make you aware that it is there if you want to use that. I know there's lots of third-party programs out there like Calendly and Sign Up, I think is one. So there's lots of different ones out there, but this one's right within our Google environment, and I think it's a really good way to use it and have it available for your kids. Very easy to use. So let's go through that, and hopefully this is something you may want to take a look at and use for your own school. Okay, so how do we get started? You'll notice right off the hop, I'm in Google Calendar, obviously, but I'm in week view. So there's month view where we mainly put ourselves in month view because it's really easy to see. But in order for the schedule to work, appointment schedule to work, we need to be in week view or in day view. Either one works fine. And you may want to set this up for 1 week, or you may want to set it up for a couple days. Totally up to you how you want to do this. It does repeat if you want. So we'll set this up and see how we do. Okay, so I am going to go into week view. First thing we need to do is make sure it's turned on. So we're going to go to settings, and then right down at the bottom of the settings, you're going to see create appointment schedules instead of appointment slots. And I'm just going to turn that on. Appointment slots, you may or may not have used that. It's a little bit clunky, but it does work, but it doesn't look as nice as what the appointment schedules look like. Okay, so let's go back in here. So now we're ready to do this. I'm going to start my appointments. I'm going to just start them on Wednesday. I'm only going to do this Wednesday, so you may want to use the whole week. Totally up to you. You'll notice that I already have appointments here, and obviously we got Good Friday here, so we're not going to be doing anything in there. But let's start at 9 o'clock on Wednesday. I'm just going to click up here. Looks like we got it 8, but we can change that. And then you'll notice when I do that, I got appointment schedule here. So I can just click on appointment schedule, and it's going to create a new appointment schedule. We go continue, and then it gives you this little left-hand side navigation tool how to create that. So we're going to give it a name. We'll call it student appointments. Okay. And then you can decide what your duration is. We could say an hour, 45 minutes. We'll keep it at 30. Default's 30, so we'll keep it there. And then you can actually start putting in your availability. Notice you can go Monday to, or Sunday to Saturday if you want. I'm just going to put it in here on Wednesday. And I'm going to click on this here. I want to make sure, I want to get it down to 12, and we're going to start from 9 to 12. So there'll be appointment slots from 9 to 12. You can see it building right here. And you may want to take some time off for lunch. So we do that. We're going to add another segment. So we'll go from 1 to, let's say, 3:30, something like that. Okay, so there you got your appointment schedule being built right here. And we'll leave it at that for now. Notice that you can copy it into other days. So if I go into, let's say, Thursday, I want to go into Thursday as well. I might need another day, so I'm going to go pop that open. And you'll notice what I can do is I can just copy like that. And I got from Wednesday to Thursday, I got basically the same thing. You'll notice that I already have some appointments in there. And you'll notice also that those little slots are not available to students. And you'll see that on the website as well. So I got Wednesday and Thursday ready to go. They're going to be 30 minutes long. And all this means if you're going to have schedules throughout the month coming up, it'll do 60 days in advance for you. And just availabilities, I think this is good. And then we'll go right down into book appointment settings. You may want to play around with this. It has a little buffer time in there. Maybe you want 5 minutes between your schedules, so you could do that. 30 minutes, you could do a 5-minute thing. If you want a little buffer to collect your thoughts for the next person. And you'll notice that automatically adjusts up in here. I'm not going to do that. We'll take that off. And then you can have minimum booking. So if you do, anyway, if you can check that out, play around with that a little bit if you want to use that. I'll just leave it as is for now. And we're going to get that going here. Next, here we go. And the next part is you can put in your title and so on. There is a little booking page. It's a website that you'll be able to give to your students. You can choose location. This is kind of nice. More than likely, these are going to be in person, but with COVID and everything, who knows what's going to happen. You can also create a Google link, Google Meet link as well, or even a phone call. But if you don't know, you can just click on that one, and it's not specified what you're going to do. But most people just do in-class meetings, and it tells you where you want to meet. Perhaps you want to meet in the resource room. And of course, you can put the room number in there, however you want to set that up. Okay, and then there's a little description. You can write in there what this meeting's about. What I like is this little booking form. You get the first name, last name, and email. And then I think because if I was testing this before, because it's within our Google environment, it automatically puts the email in there for the student if they're going on, or if they're entering this from their Google account with RRVSD. You can also add other ones too. So if you want to do a custom item, some questions you may want to ask them, and they need to require that. It'll be like a Google form. It'll have that information in there. I'm not going to do that, but you may want to add some other questions or maybe some other comment or something that you want to know from that particular student. And then there's also this availability too, so you can put in email reminders and so on. You can add different reminders if you like. Okay, so that's the basics of setting up the appointments. Now let's just take a look at what it looks like. We'll go save. Now this is what it looks like in your calendar. So you can see there's a little grid there, so you can see those appointments. Now, what I like about this is it has a booking page. So you can copy this as like a website, and you can give this to your students. Let's take a look what that looks like. So if we open that up, I think it looks very professional, very similar to Calendly. I've been using Calendly over the last couple of years, and it has that same kind of look and feel. And you'll notice that it only has a few appointment slots here. If you remember, I had appointments, or I already had meetings here, so it won't have those available to the students. And it's very simply, okay, I want to take 10:30, and my name's Dennis. I got this. Notice how it automatically fills in my email, and it says it's going to be at the resource room, and we book it. Now, if you had other questions in there, it'll show up there. And there it is. We're now confirmed. Now, because it's my email, you'll see it in my calendar as well. But you can see there, I think, we'll just do a refresh. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Student appointments, Dennis Wiebe. Yeah, I just saw it there now. So it should show up, student appointments, Dennis Wiebe. So you'll be able to see that from your side. Okay, and I think that's about it for now. If you have any questions about how to set up your appointments, please let me know, and we can talk more about this. Have a great day, everybody.